Hey, what's up, guys? Today we're going to talk a little bit about the history of ancient China. We're going to go over some notes. I'm going to show you all some Google Slides. We're going to talk about a few different things as we go through this, so pay attention. You're more than welcome to write down notes, anything that I say, because you will be able to use this on your quiz and your test that you'll be taking this week. We're going to start off talking about a few of the different dynasties that happened in ancient China. We've talked about what a dynasty is. A dynasty is a line of rulers from the same family. So these different families are going to come in, they're going to take over, and they're going to have rulers that are going to rule over China for a long periods of time. The first thing that I'm going to show you is a timeline of the four main dynasties that we're going to look at. So right here you can see what the four dynasties are. You have the Shang dynasty that was formed in 1700 BC. You have the Zhou dynasty that was in 1027 BC. You have the Qin dynasty that was established in 256 BC. And you have the Han dynasty that was designed in 202 BC. Okay, and what these dynasties are, they're going to be, like I said, lines of rulers from the same family. They're going to come in and they're going to rule China. But before we get into those, before we talk about those, we're going to talk about what life was like before these dynasties came into play. And we're going to talk about the pre-dynastic China from 5000 BC to 2200 BC. All right. And what this is going to be, it says the Yangshan and the Lungshan cultures were the earliest to develop along the Yellow River. So we've talked about the Yellow River. We know that that river was used for irrigation. We know that it was used for them to be able to grow crops, for them to be able to farm. And this is also going to play a major role in the Silk Road with their trading. It says agricultural societies developed farming trade surpluses that led to larger populations. The more that farming and trade developed during this time period in ancient China and in this part of China, the bigger the population got. Right, and what this is going to lead to is the more the population grows, the more government that you're going to need, the more government that they were going to need in order to be able to control the people, in order to be able to control their economy, in order to be able to control their trade, and in order to be able to control the laws and how people acted. All right. So what this is going to do is, because of these two cultures developing where they develop, because of the success of their economy, because of the success of their trading and their farming, their population is going to grow, which in turn is going to have to cause them to be able to grow a larger government, to be able to have a larger government. All right. And what this is going to lead to is the dynastic rule in China. Okay. And the dynastic rule in China is where they believe that their gods give them permissions called the mandate of heaven, and they give them permission to be able to come in and rule over the people in China as long as they're doing it fairly. And they believe that they're doing it fairly and they're governing properly, that they have the right to be able to go in and to rule over China. And you're going to see four different families or four different dynasties that are come in and have this mandate of heaven and be able to rule. All right. And that's what we're going to look at. Now, with the dynastic rule in China comes a dynastic cycle, and this is how the dynastic cycle is going to go. And I'm going to show you the cycle right here. Okay, it says, and we're starting right here, all right, where it says a new dynasty comes to power. So we have the first dynasty that comes to power, and what's going to happen is the emperor is going to improve the government. So he's going to come in, he's going to make laws, he's going to make rules, he's going to grow the economy, he's going to do all these different things to try to make improvements to their government and to their daily lives. All right. And what's going to happen is people's lives are going to improve. Taxes are going to be reduced. Their economy is going to be better. They're going to have a lot of trading. But with that becomes problems. There's going to be extensive wars. There's going to be people that are invading their country. Their economy is going to start going down. Taxes are going to get higher. There's going to be corruption in the government. All right, and what this is going to lead to is a lot of bad things. So it's going to lead to droughts. It's going to lead to floods. It's going to lead to famines. It's going to lead to them not being able to grow crops and their economy not being able to trade things that they need to trade for their economy to continue to grow. And the people are going to start losing respect for their leaders. They're going to say their leaders aren't doing what they're supposed to do, and eventually the people are going to rebel. And these rebellions aren't going to be in the sense of rebelling using words. They're going to rebel using actions. They're going to actually go and they're going to fight the government. And when they fight this government, this is going to lead to a new emperor or a new leader or a new king coming in and taking over. And then the cycle is going to continue over and over and over and over again. And this is going to last for almost 2,000 years, right? And that is what the dynastic cycle is. Okay. Now, the next thing that we're going to look at is how this dynastic cycle is going to come to an end, right? And this is how it's going to come to an end, right? It is called the period of warring states. So after the fourth dynasty comes in, after the Han dynasty comes in, and they go through this dynastic cycle and all this stuff happens, there's going to be a period called the warring states. And rulers of different parts of China are going to come in with their government and their armies. They're going to send their armies to destroy all these enemy states and their villages. And whole villages of men, women, and children are going to be beheaded. They're going to be killed. They're going to be taken into slavery. And a lot of bad things are going to happen. All right. And it's basically just pure chaos from this point until the end of the warring states. And it's just people going and fighting each other because there is no control. There is no government. There is no legal code for them to go by. And what this is going to lead to is it's going to lead to three people that are going to come up with three philosophies or three ideas called Confucianism, Taoism, and legalism. And they're going to come up with these philosophies in order to stop this chaos. All right? They're going to come up, and we're going to talk about these three theories in the next video that I do. But these three theories and these three philosophies are going to be ways that they're going to stop all the violence. They're going to stop all the slavery. They're going to stop all the fighting. They're going to stop all the killing. And this is going to be a way to bring peace back to China. It's going to be a way to build their economy back up. It's going to be a way to be able to control the people and the population. It's going to help with their farming. It's going to help with the growth of China. It's going to help with the people growing in China and becoming better people and becoming a better civilization. And these three philosophies are going to be things that these people are going to go by and live their life by for the next several thousand years. And they're still using them today. You will still hear some of these theories used and these philosophies used in today's times. All right, so that's going to be the next video that we're going to talk about. All right, and we'll talk about what these three theories are and how these theories help these people and help China to become the civilization that it is today. All right, hope you all enjoyed that. These Google slides are on Google Classroom, so if you want to go through and read them, there's a lot more detail in there than I covered on this video. But you're more than welcome to go back and look at these Google slides and go through them and read them. I hope that you all do. I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, please send me an email. Please send me a message on Google Classroom, whatever you need. I'm here to help you out. Hope you all enjoyed it. Have a good one. Bye.